Welcome to another episode of Brave Namibia, where we celebrate both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians. In our first insert today, Leandrea Louw heads to Walvis Bay, where we close the chapter on the Otweya residents who moved from their tented homes of the last year into their brand new brick homes.
I'm so happy, I'm very happy. Thank you. Finally we are going. We are really happy. Thank you so much. We are going to sleep at the house. We are going to sleep there. I'm very happy. Very.
It was truly a joyous occasion for the former Twalaloka, now Otweya residents, moving from shacks, then to tents, and finally to brick houses. The happy atmosphere was clearly evident among the residents as they moved into their houses at the beginning of November.
Vandaag om te trek. Ik ga vandaag naar die huis toe. En I'm very happy.
I don't know what can I say serious because of I'm happy to the government what they do to us. They must do to the others who need the help. Thank you for the government. Thank you for our governor. Thank you for our governor. He must help us. He must talk to us in peace. He must. Oh, I don't know what can I say. Thank you for our government. Thank you.
I'm not happy. Why? Because we're tired of tents.
Why are you tired of living in a tent?
There is no food.
Hey,
We're currently coming to you live from the Otweya formal settlement here in Walvis Bay. It's moving day for the residents. They are packing up their tents. They are finally moving to their new houses. Payment modalities have been sorted. The residents know that each month they will have to pay about $300. The houses cost about 40,000 Namibian dollars for the residents. They have to pay connection for electricity, for the water, prepaid water meters. So it's a very joyous occasion here at Otweya in Quisopmont as people are finally packing up their tents and moving.
We are happy.
Happy, very happy. The residents of Twalaloka has had an uphill battle since 2015, fighting for a piece of land to call their own. Finally, the residents were accommodated on a piece of land near Ngara Primary School in Quisopmont, but the area was extremely congested. Julle is eintlik baie op mekaar.
Ja, op mekaar. Ons wil net uit mekaar uit. Kijk, is dat hier. Is dat mensen. Dit is dat hier. Kijk niet. Hoe slaap ons nou? Ons krijgt enige tijd als ziekte. Kom, kijk niet. Een keer moet dat zitten, maar je denkt niet hoor ons niet. Kijk.
Ik zie ja.
Ja? Kijk net. Hoe slaap ons? Ons wil net aan bij municipaliteit gaan. Die denken ze zien onze dinges niet. Onze plek niet. Altijd ons wil net dat biggie. Daar is een kans aan de achter niet. Dat er net helpt om te eten mekaar eten. Alsjeblieft.
Ja. Hoeveel mensen is jullie omtrent wat hier rondom blij?
Ik schat met kijk bij één kamer. Ons slaapt misschien 6 mensen. Die denken ze is klein, maar ons slaapt met één kamer. Misschien 6 mensen of 7 mensen. No, ik zal niet die getal zijn.
Ja. However, even before the issue of congestion can be tackled, a devastating fire ripped through the informal settlement on 26 July 2020. It destroyed 153 homes and claimed the life of a 1-year-old boy. With COVID-19 wreaking havoc in the harbour town of Walvis Bay since it was the epicenter, and the fire destroying livelihoods, emotions were high and the night was soon in chaos. Worsened when onlookers began pelting the fire brigade, police reservists and the municipality with stones. Later on it emerged that it was guys from the location who started throwing stones. Some of the people were robbed of their belongings, such as phones and items that were salvaged from the fire. A firefighter said they had to extinguish the fire while a group of onlookers armed with pangas and okapis surrounded them in a threatening manner. The Walvis Bay Fire Brigade later on had to leave the scene to protect their lives and let the fire fend for itself. The next day, 27 July 2020, the immense destruction of the fire was seen by everyone on the scene. Residents were ravaging through the burnt shacks to see if anything else could be saved. Only a white blanket in the far left corner of the settlement was an indication of where a little boy burned to death the night before. Despite the immense challenges faced by the Twalaloka people, they rose from the ashes, braving weather elements such as wind and rain. They finally could pack up their tents and move into their brick houses. However, certain individuals wanted to dampen the happy atmosphere of the people as they finally moved into their houses, claiming that there were discrepancies with the beneficiary list. However, the record was set straight.
Discrepancies that you picked up from all allegations that were made regarding the list, it's not true. Why I'm saying like that is there was a resolution which was approved from the beginning that houses will be built for fire victims and not people that rent out or sell their places to somebody else. Meaning that people were told that houses will be given to fire victims, and people were coming from wherever and they are claiming properties which are not theirs, which fire victims which lost their things in fire has been, now these people want to claim properties back. Nevertheless, the list was compiled according to the agreement and the word to the minister when the certificates were handed over. And that original document was taken and the list was compiled accordingly to that document and that list of certified recipients. The additional people who came aboard to that list were people who were left out because of people who received houses who are not fire victims from Federation side. I would like to mention that additional 21 houses were built for people like the Honorable Councillor just mentioned, of house owners or home owners who were not present at the time of the fire, or they were on sea, or they were truck drivers, or they were locked down to other regions. And those people were acknowledged, and they were brought back into what was mentioned. So the list which was compiled, it was in accordance with the resolution from the Disaster Risk Management Committee from Parliament. And nobody was removed unfairly or were put on the list which does not belong on that list. I want to mention one thing, that if you have people or people who resided with you the time of the fire, it means that the owner of the ghetto received the certificate. And if the person moves, he must take the people with them. And this is where these discrepancies are coming up, that people in one house want 4 houses. 4 people in one house, they want 4 houses. And it's not allowed like that. Then we could have bring a lot of other people into the system. So it was one owner, one house. And we only work strictly according to the resolution and the promise that was made to people. Thank you very much.
Finally, the residents of Otweya or the former Tualaloka residents can put this ordeal behind them, start a new chapter in their lives, in their brick houses.
Next, we head to Lüderitz, where Elizabeth Joseph caught up with Penny Shatilwe, who grows her own garden through wind and rock.
My name is Penny Shatilwe. I'm born in Otweya region, in Engela High School in Onankulo Combined School. So when I was 17 years old, my parents passed away. And then my aunt, who worked in a factory in Lüderitz, she brought me here. And then I continued my education for grade 10. And then grade 11 and 12, I completed in Cape Manswap. And then when I done with my grade 12, my point was not that good. And then I tried with Nanko. While I was in Nanko, I applied job in Roshwena Clinic. I worked there for 1 year. And then after 1 year, I got married. I transferred to Lüderitz Hospital to work there, at least for 7 years. It was just, I was working with HIV and TB patients in the community. I worked there for 7 years, and then I see I need to do something else apart from health. So I just went to study in Ongodiva for early childhood program for the kindergarten, and then that time I was already established in my kinder for 2 years. I came back in Lüderitz, continued with my kindergarten. And then since I grown up, I have been doing gardening. Like I asked my mom, she went to buy chili. And then I said, Mom, could we continue buying chili? And then she said, no, if we could plant it, it will be well. So I asked Mom to give me some seeds. And then I just saw that seed of chili in a container for a crude drink. And then it was growing. When it germinated, it's getting bigger. Then my mom was like, I showed my mom, my chili grown. And then she was like, no, you have to transplant it somewhere, because that tin of the crude drink, it will get hot, and then my chili will die. So I said, I don't know how to transplant it, and then she transplanted it for me. And then I continue watering it. It was becoming a big tree. So I love it so much, to the point that sometimes she can harvest not like a 5 kg, but like 2 kg full of chili, and it was those small chilies. And then she sell it, and then she bought for me nice shoes. I loved. So next time I tried to plant tomato, and then it's just go like that. So from there I was loving plants since I was growing. When I got married, we were in area 7 in Lüderitz, and the land there, it's very nice. So I saw it's another nice opportunity. I can't live without green plants surrounding me. So, and then I started to make a garden there, like for spinach, sweet potato, and chilies also. So when they were growing, people, they were like coming and get tomato from me, and then I have to get a plot in building together when now we calend here. So my husband been craving those spinach, like, no, I can't eat something like there's no spinach. So, and then I just say, let's start. And then we start to make a small, just a small at the door. And for me, I can't live without chili. So I started again adding chili, and then tomatoes, onion. We see everything is just growing very well. We were like, when people are coming in, you guys having a garden? I said yes. And some people, they didn't know and believe that on top of the rock, like our house is on top of the rock. Then they were like, no, you can't plant something like that on the rock. I said, even when we came to the plot, people, they were like, are you crazy? How could you go there? How did you breathe? And what will you benefit from that rock plot? I said, there's nothing wrong to the plot. We can go there. But after 2 to 3 years, town council people came, and then they say, we thought we are on the rock. How could you do this? Even the people that are in a better land, they cannot do anything, plant even anything. But for us, we just, at least we don't want flower plants. We want vegetables, and we want food production. And yeah, that is we started. And then people, they started coming like, we want spinach. We didn't plan it to do selling, but since like for the demand, we start to expand our garden. So now last year, because I have been focusing in gardening and the kindergarten, is where sometimes I took even cabbage to do to cook for my children soup, just when it's cold, and then I make it for them a soup, something like that. People, they like it. So it's encouraged me. Last year Corona came, we have to stay like 2 to 3 months at home. So me and my children said, we can't sit just laying down watching TV. We have to do something. And then we expand our garden like in serious now. We have to go in the mountain, collect those springbok manure, just to pick up 1, 2, 3, and then we crush it. When we crush it, and then we put it in the soil, we mix it very nice, and then the production becoming now huge. It becoming now to be so nice, and yes, the whole time we survive from even there's no fish, there's no meat, so the kindergarten closed. It's only my husband now, the breadwinner. So we said we can't sit back, we have to provide at least a little bit. So we started now. Yeah, it went well, and really sometimes we harvest pumpkin and carrot. My children, they are eating all the time. They feel so boring, they will come in the garden. And this corona now, when they are so flu, we have red onion around. When we get flu, we come here and sit there. The air is so nice, the oxygen flesh from the plants, and we eat those leaves, the green one from the red onion. When you eat it, even you were having headache, it's gone. So we become now producing our own medication instead of going to the farmers and buy this onion. It's even I don't know how to explain it, because it can cure everything. You have diarrhea, you eat the leaves, the diarrhea gone. When you have some stomach cramp or maybe headache, when you just chew those, and then you go and cover yourself in the blankets, cold gone, cough gone, flu gone. So yeah, and I started like, okay, let me try the seed of apple. I try them, they come out. Orange, they come out. Fig tree, everything is just coming out. And then I'm like, wow, this is nice. So we started growing. That is how we are now, like providing. Yes, now we can get even 3, 4 customers in a day, satisfying them, because spinach, beetroot, carrots, onion is daily thing, and it's closer to the people. They will come here and correct while they are putting their fish there, and then they want to put some like garlic or with garlic. and potato also. And I also started to do seedling. If people they want tomato, I do seedling in for 2 weeks. They will come and collect their seedling, so it's ready, either spinach or beetroot, anything that you call lettuce. So, and I started also to share the information and the knowledge with my neighbors. Most of our neighbors now, they're having backyard garden. I encourage them that you can do it. You cannot keep on coming buying. I know I have to sell, but at least if you can be 3, 4, 2 in the location, we might help also the demanding from the shop. Not every time you go in the shop you want spinach, it's only stay there like for 2 days and then it's finished. But the rest you have to wait again. Oka or Spa to import from Rehoboth or maybe from South Africa. But for us, they like it so much because it's fresh from the garden. We are enjoying gardening.
Just tell us about your future, the future of your garden and your plans. What plans do you have?
For now, I continue my spinach and beetroots, carrots, the favorite for my children, and the onion. And the onion, I'm targeting the red onion. It's nice for the leaves, even for the roots itself, the onion. It's more popular because for now, I'm not doing just only for the house. I'm doing it for the community also. I see people, they like spinach, and also I'm also now adding beans and sweet corn. And the potato is just something that I started now, and I see it's growing very well. Yeah, my future at least to expand this place and put it in a right protection, because you know, birds, thief, people, they will come in sometimes without you there, and then they will just touch and destroy your plants. Yeah, I'm planning something big, even to become a town garden. Yeah, that is what my plan now, and I'm focusing to that. Really, sometimes it's only the material. You know, when there's not material enough, seedling is fine. They are very cheap so far. You can get them, but now to surround it, to cover it, to protect it, I really need the Samaritan for that matter. There was just a small growing in a potato, and then I cut a potato like in this size, making sure that I'm not damaging the roots. So, and then when I have to plant it, this one is already starting, this one will never die. And like this one is having, you know, you can count 2 eye. And then I have to put the soil like in this is a 20-liter sack. So I have to put the soil in here, and there are 3 as they are here. This. And then I will not put it there, no. I'll put it like on top a bit, just like I'm putting the water. And then I will put it like this. Sooner they will come out. As they will come out, they will become like this one. You see this one? Then they start. Now this one, I have to put it in a shade here, but they need more sunlight. So for now, this one are ready to be transported there where the sunlight will come. So, and then you know, it's already big. I will prune it, I will remove this, and then I will refill it until here. And then I will leave only the top parts so that it can grow again. And then I will fill it until on top, just like the other one there.
Yeah, you can take us through your garden and explain.
You see this one now, I keep on filling it until it's full, and it will grow like this one. I just refill it, and then now it's grow. I can, if this one was long, I could again now refill it up to here. But for now, at least I will refill it until here so that it can keep growing. The moment I have to harvest it, like this one, they are like 2 weeks to harvest them because they are about to get most too much. My name is Penny, and that is how a brave Namibian can be, living green.
Thank you for tuning in today. If you know of someone you feel should feature on our show, please contact us at brave@nmh.com.na.